Do you know what I like to do when I'm letting my chili simmer? I like to look at some baseball cards. You know, it's easy to get wrapped up in the negativity of our hobby or anything in life, really. But this community has such wonderful people. You always see care packages and people supporting new channels and doing shout outs. And that's what we have to do. Because for whatever reason, the YouTube algorithm doesn't show all these wonderful people. It doesn't show necessarily the people that have the most knowledge or the nicest people, the best people. And many of us are on here to make friends, make hobby friends, and meet other collectors. And there are just so many wonderful people that you know, if you're new to the hobby or you're just scrolling through YouTube, you'll never meet. And that's why it's so important to shout out people that you respect and like and think know something, and shout out other channels. You know, I try to always share new channels that I like and that I come across. I know Orlando does that all the time. Dylan Double D, everybody. There's all kind of shout outs and everything. We see all kind of care packages and people sending things, and there are just so many wonderful people out there. And I want to send out a special thank you to Dane from Classy Sports Cards. He knows I'm a huge Dr. J fan, and he sent me this Dr. J jersey. I got it in the mail yesterday. I just love it. And a special thank you to Adam Yolery. He sent me a few care packages over the years, and I showed some 1990 score hockey cards and told him how much I loved them and how I had put the set together, but didn't, I only had a few from the traded set. I didn't even know that existed back then. And he sent me a whole stack of score traded and some hockey stickers as well. And he knows I'm a Joe Sakic fan. Sent me a couple of Joe Sakic rookies. Adam, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I showed some Kellogg's cards recently, and now I wanted to show some Hostess cards. I just love these things. These cards are so much fun to collect. If you like the vintage cards, you like to collect the cards from the 70s, that's just so much fun to collect, and they're hand cut. So, you know, who cares about the grade? Who cares if they don't meet minimum requirements by a grading company? And they're cheap. And so I wanted to share with you now some 1975 Hostess cards. I collect all these sets. First, the 75 Hostess has the Robin Yount Hostess rookie card. And yes, I'm calling it a rookie card. This is a whole box of them. It's amazing people kept this stuff. Here's another box. Ron Say, Daryl Porter, Steve Carlton. I have this one. My man Manny Sanguin, Willie McCovey, Tony Oliva. I like to get these frames, these snap-in frames from Michaels. They're cheap and they do the job. I've shown them over and over and over again. Now, these are not 75s, but I don't have any panels like this. But I wanted to share this with you if you're like me and you collect these panels. So if you have a panel of the cards like this, I get these top loaders. What these are is I get BCW large currency. And these are top loaders that are open at the top. And I discovered, just from trial and error, that these fit perfectly, as long as they're cut like this. And they're a great way to display them. I actually keep this one up on a magnetic board so I can look at it all the time. This is a Manny Sanguin signed card and a Felix Mion. I loved him I loved his batting stance. And now I wanted to point out an error card in this set. It has both variations. So this is my man Bill Madlock. Shows him with the as an infielder, right? It says infield, But they also have a version that shows him as a pitcher, an error card. So you got to have both of those. I haven't looked up the pops on these. I can just tell you, and I don't even know if this is accurate, to be honest. It's just anecdotal. But one of the hardest cards for me to find in this set in decent shape is the Bob Gibson. I should probably look up the pops and see if there's any difference whatsoever. But just from my shopping, that was one of the tougher cards in the set. It's another one, not super tough, but one of the tougher cards in the set from my experience. I have a couple of Davy Lopes here. I love Davy Lopes growing up. Richie Zisk, part of the Lumber Company from my Pirates, mid-70s. Another Al Oliver by itself. John Milner, the Hammer, on my 79 World Series champions team. He filled in for first base for Willie Stargell, but most of the time he platooned in left field with Bill Robinson. Pete Rose, great. It's a great Pete Rose card. Oh, good. I heard my wife stirring my chili. Raleigh Fingers. Rod Carew. Joe Morgan. I used to be all into grading. Dave Winfield. Till I took the red pill. Rusty Staub. Richie Hedner. Doc Medich. He was a real doctor, got thrown out of medical school for, I think, some issuing prescription drugs he shouldn't have been, or something like that. And I believe there were 2 times in his career where he revived people in the stands. I saw one of them. George Scott. Here's Willie Stargell. I know sometimes it can be boring to look through the same set. And that's why I don't really do it that often anymore. But, you know, if you haven't seen these cards, you may see cards you want. You may see some cards of your favorite player you didn't know were in here, or your favorite team. So I like to show them all. Brooks Robinson. I love this card. This has a lot of nostalgia to me. It's just one I recognize from back in the day. And this one too, Jim Palmer. Lou Brock. Dave Winfield. Mike Schmidt. Willie McCovey. I have some that are singles and in complete box. Tony Oliva. Bobby Bonds. And I might as well show you the back too. That's what they look like. And even these had more information on the back than they're making today. They don't give us any information. Unless you get tops now. Oscar Gamble. This is a classic. His 76 tops traded too. Absolute classic. Man, I'd give anything to have that here. Dwight Evans. Not to be confused with Darryl. Another good player. Mickey Rivers. We have here Bake McBride. I liked him too. Andy Messersmith. Good pitcher. So those are all the cards I have from 1975 Hostess. Gonna go back. Take care of my chili. Thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate it.